rotation sends Utah to vault, Stanford to bars, UCLA on the beam, Bama on the floor, Georgia and Nebraska standing by, and Bruins head coach Valerie Condos-Field searching for her third straight title. And one of her mentors knows a little bit about dynasties, basketball coaching great John Wooden. So does she pry any tips out of him?
Coach doesn't give necessarily advice. He listens a lot and gives life advice. Don't get too high, don't get too low. You know, the Woodenisms that we've all grown to love and memorize. And I just checked my messages before I came, and there was a message from him, and just wishing us good luck and making sure to enjoy the experience.
Val was saying Wooden came to the last home meet, and when Jamie Dancher won floor, he said, I knew she was going to win because she tumbled well, she danced well, and she wiggled well, which you'll understand more when you see your routine. Right now, Doni Thompson up on beam for the Bruins.
Nice flight series, back handspring layout. Doni's a great leadoff competitor. She's got the consistency and confidence.
Doni, a four-time member of the U.S. national team, and got a little burnt out, so she took some time off while she was in high school. Decided to give diving a try, and lo and behold, she was great at that too, becoming an All-American. Second-team All-American this year on the balance beam. Hear the blaring music in the background. Keep in mind, you're seeing one event at a time, but there's actually 4 of them going on simultaneously.
Bonnie, she's getting ready for her dismount, and this is where her diving experience has come into play. She actually does a reverse pike off the end. Great landing.
Fans seem to think it's a 10. The judges do not agree, however. A 9.75, solid, but not great. On vault, one of Utah's 4 seniors preparing to compete, Deidra Graham.
Not competing the most difficult vault. Nice handspring front, but sticking the landing.
Keep in mind, though, Deidra had a mid-season back injury. She had 4 bulging discs. So to see her competing at all in and of itself really is impressive. Deidra, a 6-time All-American. And she will receive a 9.8 from the judges. Stanford on bars in this rotation, and Kristin Smith, first-time head coach, coming to the farm after 5 years as Arizona State's associate head coach. Kristin is actually one of the top gymnasts in Pac-10 history during her time at Cal in the late earlies and 90s, but she's a rookie now in a sport where coaches get someplace and they seemingly never leave. The Cardinal in the Super 6 for the first time ever this season, but struggling on bars. Lise LeVay getting an 8.975, the result of a miss on her release, Amanda.
There's a backup rise right here. She doesn't quite get her heels up high enough and wasn't able to catch the bar.
Stanford still have to hit the rest of the way, or else they will be counting a low score. Look of worry on Kristin Smith's face, and the pressure now on sophomore Lindsay Wing from Cypress, Texas.
She opens with a beautiful backup rise full, right into a ginger.
Stanford tied Georgia for first place in the North Central Regional. The Cardinal winning the tiebreaker based on total event scores. We mentioned 5 scores are counted in each event. In the tiebreaker, all 6 are counted. And when you take that into account, Stanford beat Georgia.
Wow, beautiful routine. Stuck the landing on a double front.
Coach is happy with that. Sigh of relief as Lindsay Wing scores 9.825. Meanwhile, on the beam, UCLA's Malia Jones, Nevada native, second-team All-American last year on this event.
Here comes her flight series, back handspring layout, step out. She looks very confident.
Malia actually suffered an ankle injury earlier this season that limited her a bit, but she's done all around in 5 of the last 7 meets. Competed everything but vault in the preliminary competition.
Malia has beautiful flexibility, you can see right here. An arabesque into a needle. And Bonnie, you can hear the crowd clapping for the home team, Alabama, on the floor. And UCLA is really going to have to keep it together.
And this home crowd is extraordinarily loud.
Nice gainer full dismount. Great routine for UCLA.
This part of the crowd actually cheering for UCLA. Seems to be a pretty small section, though. 9.875 for Malia. Sarah Patterson. She and her husband David now in their 24th year coaching at Alabama. The tied with 3 national titles, most recently in 1996. And while Malia Jones was on beam, the reason for the loud crowd, Kristin Sterner, this year's first team All-American on floor, prepares for her first tumbling pass.
Kristin is packed with power, front pike through to a nice double pike. She's gonna turn around and come right back for her second tumbling pass. Rudy right into a layout step out. Beautiful.
Well, the first name you usually associate with Alabama is Andrea Pickens. When Andrea was still rehabbing that Achilles injury from last year, this season, it was Kristin Sterner who was the all-around force, and then she actually wound up spraining her ankle in mid-February and missed 4 meets herself, but by that time, Andrea was pretty much up to full strength. Seven-time All-American is Kristin Sterner, an academic All-American. This past fall, a 3.88 GPA in biology, of all things. She's going pre-med, incidentally, so is Pickens.
She's ending with a very difficult pass. Double pike, great height. A little bit rough in the landing there.
Thunderous applause from the home crowd. They like it. And so evidently did the judges. A 9.9 for Kristin Sterner. Over on the vault, Utah's Veronique LeClerc. She was a vault and bar specialist last year. This season, though, competing all around in all but 2 regular season meets for the Red Rocks.
Beautiful pike front half. Very clean in the air and a solid landing.
LeClerc, hailing from Quebec, spent 5 years on the Canadian national team. And Utah counters Sterner's 9.99 floor with a 9.9 of their own on vault. And back on floor now, Alexis Brion for Alabama.
Opening with a whip through to double tuck with a perfect landing.
Alexis, a freshman from Virginia Beach, and this is her event. She's ranked number 5 in the nation on floor. Also won bars this year at regionals.
Alexis is a very powerful tumbler. Front full, front tuck, great height. She is not giving a 10th away.
Mention Alexis is from Virginia Beach. She and Georgia's Corey Fritzinger were teammates at Excalibur out at the beach. And Alexis only dipping below 9.9 2 times this year in 13 meets on the floor.
Here comes her final tumbling pass. Beautiful double tuck, nailing every single landing.
Alexis is one of the most pleasant surprises this year for the Tide. Sarah Patterson was saying when Alexis got to campus this fall, she spent 10 weeks rehabbing a shoulder injury, and in December, Sarah really had no idea whether Alexis would be able to compete or not, let alone be the impact competitor that she's been. And another 9.9 on the floor for Alabama. And coming up, we'll see her teammate, Andrea Pickens, Alabama's super senior, as well as UCLA's Ani Willis on the beam. Stay with us.